All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lucifer, and I am a business and spiritual consultant. And you might be wondering what the heck is Lucifer doing on Earth? Well, let me tell you. Or you might be asking yourself, what the heck, period. Well, let me explain. I am here to tell you about everything that the world is made of, which is what? Business and spirituality. Yes, sir. Okay, so and that's facts. Like that's straight out. That's just facts. Um. So the title of the video today is sarcasm retention. Now everybody heard of semen retention, and so, a lot of the content, it's a bit repetitive for my taste, but I can't say that whatever I heard was a total load of BS because I was a big fan. I was a big follower of Buddhists concepts, Bardo's Dharma and karma and blah blah blah. So, and Buddhists don't really indulge in releasing of effervescence. They actually indulge more in semen retention. It's an important, because your semen is your life force. So when you're using your life force, you can use your life force for a lot of things. But if you're trying to find this space, if you're trying to like use quantum mechanics, it might be safer to indulge in semen retention. Do you need to do that? Not really. Is it better if you did? It might be. So this video is just to be different. I mean, just bring another aspect that not a lot of people talk about. I am the king of unpopular concepts. I revel in it. I find my 15-year-old edgelord self within those concepts. So I like doing that shit. I like being underground. I like being in the dark. So anyways, sarcasm retention. Why is it important to indulge in, to have sarcasm retention? Because sarcasm, just like masturbation, is another form of self-gratification, right? Because let's admit it, when you're capable of doing 2-3 lines of sarcasm, nobody understands you, you feel like the smartest person in the room, right? And that's probably true. You probably are the smartest person in the room. But there's one thing though, like, being the smartest person in the room is not the only thing that counts. You don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Why? Because you make everybody else feel uncomfortable. And when everybody else feels uncomfortable, they're not going to bring you things that you might need, because everybody feels uncomfortable. They're scared of talking to you. They're resentful towards you. They have a whole bunch of ideas about you because you're being sarcastic and you're being witty and you're being smart and you're acting like you're better than everybody else. You're acting like you are better than everybody else. So sarcasm is not a very good thing. It's not that bad either. Let's say you're a comedian, you're on stage and you're doing a whole bit. Go right on ahead. Use as much sarcasm as you want. It's your job to do sarcasm, So it's kind of like, and it's on stage. You're making people laugh. There's no emotions behind it. You're not talking about a specific person. You're not even talking about a specific group. And if you are talking about a specific group, it's just a joke. And you have to deal with the consequences of your sarcasm even if you are on stage. Let's say you're making a joke about the LGBTQ community and it was sarcastic. Well, the LGBTQ community are a bunch of crazy people that will attack anybody, anywhere, anytime. It's on site. That's just how they do shit. So of course, if you do have, you can't blame the universe because you got attacked by the LGBTQ community because you made a sarcastic joke about them. That's just who they are. It wasn't the universe that was trying to punish you. That's who they are. They are just like that. It's on sight. You know what I mean? Like as soon as you step out your house, they are aiming for your head. You know what I mean? So that's a different point of view. You know, I'm not trying to like, you know, be a jackass here, but I'm just trying to prove a point. So sarcasm retention, man. What you really want to do is, do I really need to add more reasons why sarcasm is good? Yes, let me add more reasons why sarcasm is good. So now you're trying to manifest. You're trying to do this whole laws of attraction shit and blah, blah, blah. And you're sitting there, you're wondering, man, I'm doing everything that people tell me. I'm drinking the water. Nigga, I'm doing the affirmations, naga. I'm drinking the water, naga. I'm doing, I'm writing in my thing, you know, I'm writing down my wishes, naga. And it don't work. It don't work. Why is it? Well, are you a sarcastic person? Well, maybe. How frequently do you use sarcasm? I don't know, 5 times a day. See what I did there? So maybe you might have a sarcasm addiction. Now, I know sarcasm is not something that you can just go see a doctor and be like, you know what, I got a sarcasm addiction. Do you have any medication or any, valuable advice that you could give me? There's no doctors that's going to tell you, take these pills for sarcasm. And you don't need pills for sarcasm. I'm just talking shit. The point of the story is, the moral of the story is, you need to do a lot less sarcastic things, in your vocabulary, because your throat chakra, right? Your throat chakra resonates at the same frequency as all your other chakras. Matter of fact, your throat chakra is the easiest chakra point to make resonate at a higher level. The only chakra point that is relevant, that is near, that is above chakra voice power, would be the crown chakra, your brain, your higher self, right? Or your third eye chakra, right? Well, anything that's around the mind, right? The three chakra points that elevates through and outside of the mind, those, which is relatively the brain. So your brain is the only organ that can actually resonate at a higher frequency than all the other chakra points, because that's where all the action is going and that's where all the vibration is spewing out from. So of course, it's one of the most powerful tools you need. The power of imagination, intellect, imagination, science, physics, quantum physics, all that beautiful, crazy mumbo jumbo, right? Pseudoscience, as we call it, laws of attraction, manifestation, sorcery, magic, blah, 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 so on, the list goes on. But your throat chakra can potentially do all of those things that your brain is doing. Of course, it's a lot less powerful if you're just using your voice consistently as just like a tool to replace thinking, right? I don't want to use my imagination. I'm just going to say shit and it's going to happen. You can do that. You can legit do that. You can literally do that. And that's also the reason why sarcasm is dangerous. That's also the reason why sarcasm is dangerous, because everything you say might fucking happen. So when you're using sarcasm, the reason why sarcasm is not good is because sarcasm is the art of affirming, is the art of not affirming something, but affirming it at the same time. It's ironic, right? Leave irony to life itself. Don't become ironic. Don't become ironic. Do not, and I repeat, if you really believe in all of this supernatural mumbo jumbo, do yourself a favor and do not be ironic. It's the last thing that you want to do, because that will fuck everything up. You know what I mean? It'll fuck, and I'm dead serious right now. Like I'm serious as a heart attack, bro. Like, do not be ironic. I know it's fun. It makes me look cool. Some people might even like you for it. It's fantastic. You are a cool person. You're super smart. You're super witty. You're super interesting. It makes you look interesting being ironic, because not everybody's capable of being ironic all the time. You're a great fucking person. You're fantastic. But the thing is, the only problem with that little tidbit is that you are affirming things that you do not want to affirm. And that's the fucking problem. So what you perceive persists. So when you speak into existence your sarcasm, let's say, a fat guy walks by and you're like, well, he's fucking, Hulk Hogan right here. You know what I mean? You are actually affirming that you want to see, well, actually that's less bad, because then you would see a bunch of Hulk Hogan looking motherfuckers. But, at the same time, that could not be the case. That could not be the case. You could actually, make a whole bunch of Hulk Hogan looking motherfuckers appear and shit. But it also depends on the emotion that you put behind it, if you have emotions behind it. Because you could just as much make, some Hulk Hogan looking motherfuckers appear everywhere, or you could have which is something that happens most of the time, because when you're being sarcastic is because you're angry at the shit that you don't want to affirm, that you just affirmed, right? You are aware that there's a bunch of fat people around. No fat shaming. I'm not fat shaming. There's some people that don't like fat people. I don't have a problem with fat people. There's some people that don't like it. It's just an analogy. I couldn't think of anything better. I'm sorry. So I'm not sarcastic. So anyways, you're gonna see a whole bunch of fat people around you, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? I just landed on the planet of the fat people. You know what I mean? And that shit look weird. You just fell into the fourth dimension. You know what I mean? You just fell into a Alfred Hitchcock fucking movie. You know what I mean? You're the only skinny person on the whole planet, and everybody's fucking big as shit. So that shit happens, and that's exactly what happens, bro. So that's why you should not indulge in sarcasm. Even if you think you might make a whole bunch of, Hulk Hogan, don't try it. Don't try it. Okay, that's like for super fucking professionals. That's for people like me, and even I don't do it. You know what I mean? Well, I do it sometimes. You know what I mean? I watch out for my sarcasm because I have relapses. I relapse sometimes, but when I relapse, I think about what I'm gonna say. I know I'm gonna be sarcastic because I'm kind of like butthurt about a situation, so I become sarcastic. But I'm not trying. I'm trying to be passive aggressive about the situation, and because I don't want to say something worse. And at the same time, I have to think about what exactly kind of sarcasm I'm gonna fall into. Because if I fall into affirming things that I don't want to affirm, kind of sarcasm, then I'm gonna be even more angry because I'm gonna notice that thing even more, and it's gonna happen even more, and then I'm gonna see it even more, and then I'm gonna be even more angry, and then I wanted to manifest, a fucking cheeseburger, and the cheeseburger doesn't arrive, and I already ordered it 2 hours ago, and I'm still fucking waiting for the fucking cheeseburger, and it doesn't want to come because I'm still angry about some other shit because I'm not concentrating on the fucking cheeseburger. So that's how that shit works. You know what I mean? So the cheeseburger will only arrive in 3 hours, but I should have gotten it 2 hours ago, 2 hours and 45 minutes ago. It's just I was so pissed off at some other shit that I fell into a fourth dimensional loophole where time stops, and for 2 hours straight it's just that thing that pisses me off that keeps happening to me like Groundhog Day for 2 hours straight. And you don't want that to happen. And that's how you can hinder yourself from manifesting the things you want in your life, with sarcasm. So you just see how fucking far sarcasm can take you if you don't watch out what you do. It's fucking crazy if you think about it. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of power, and it's actually your power. I know I'm being kumbaya, my lord, and some fucking Illuminati people are probably listening to this fucking shit. That's not my fucking fault. I'm a teacher. I'm here to teach. That's what I do. I don't care, if these crazy MFers are listening to me, they're listening to me. If they're not listening to me, well, that's great. Take the information, put it in your pocket, stop being sarcastic, and affirm yourself. And this is the other thing that you need to know about sarcasm. What you really need to do is not to, this is the other reason why sarcasm retention is good, because you're going to have legendary Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan powers, man. You're gonna be almighty, bro. You're gonna have those powers, bro. Because you are affirming yourself. You have to practice. The thing about the laws, look. The thing about magic and laws of attraction is you gotta practice affirming yourself, because magic is the power of belief, it's faith. And then there's self-belief, right? There's faith and self-belief, right? The power of faith is very powerful. If you can use your imagination, you can feel that it's going to happen. When you feel like it's here, it's happening, there's no doubt about it, that is just as powerful as having self-belief. The only thing is, a lot of people don't indulge in magic because they don't know what they're putting their faith into. And, they can't see the thing that they're putting their fate into. As of versus if you're living, you can see yourself, you can see yourself, you're here. So, you can believe in yourself because you can see yourself, right? So it's like, if you're 200 pounds of pure muscle, you believe that you can whoop everybody's ass because you can see the muscles on you. But if somebody tells you if I come along and I tell you can whoop everybody's ass and you're 80 pounds, right? And I'm sitting here, bro, I'm telling you can whoop everybody's ass. You know what I mean? You're not going to believe me because you can see yourself. You can see. That's the power of self-belief, right? That's the power of self-belief. Whatever you believe becomes reality. So to you, in your reality, you can't whoop nobody's ass because you're 80 pounds. You know what I mean? But the big guy, he believes that he can whoop, and it could be vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, it could be vice versa. Maybe the 80-pound dude is super good at goddamn kung fu or some fucking shit. Like, I don't know, bro, some fucking karate and shit, some foreign, space karate that don't exist, right? That nobody ever seen before. So he can whoop everybody on the fucking planet, but he's 80 pounds. And the 200-pound dude don't know how to fight. He never fought in his life. So he's just 200 pounds. He don't know how to fight. But he thinks he can fight, but he can't fight nobody. So he ends up being like, I can't whoop nobody's ass. I never fought before in my fucking life. I'm just 200 pounds of muscle, man. I don't fight people. You know what I mean? So it's all about self-belief, because you could be a person that never did any form of training, and I'm like, dude, I'll whoop everybody's ass. You know what I mean? That's the power of self-belief. This person believes in himself so much that even with or without training, he's like, in his mind, it is confirmed and assured, warranted that he is going to whoop everybody's ass. That's how he thinks. You know what I mean? That's the power of self-belief. Clear difference between faith and self-belief, right? But you can feel the same way in faith too, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's some people that think in magic that they can whoop any magician's ass. They believe in themselves. They have faith in whatever they're doing, and their faith is still so strong in whatever they're doing. They're like, I can whoop anybody's ass. I don't care who it is. I mean, there's people like that in magic too. There's people like that in all walks of life. There's people like that in your work job in your office, right? They think they can outsell anybody in the fucking office. It don't matter who it is. I can even outsell the fucking manager if I want to. Shit, this place has got them near mine. You know what I mean? So, you know, they just feel like that. That's just how they feel, you know. And they might even be, that might even be the truth. You know, or it might not be. There's a lot of people that say that shit, and everybody in the office is like, man, that nigga just talking shit. I sold more than he did like 2 weeks ago, some shit like that. So, you know, there's just people like that, you know. And they don't indulge in sarcasm. You know what I mean? So the thing is, you want to affirm. You want to affirm all the time, because that's what magic is, baby. That's what magic is. I you know, I was talking to some guy. I had this magician battle. I have this ongoing magician battle with this dude, but I was doubting this guy. I was doubting this guy because I'm like, yo, this guy came at me and he started being sarcastic. You know what I mean? But me, I'm a magician. You know what I mean? I'm a jinn. You know, I'm a jinn. So I don't believe in sarcasm. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, you know, like, if you doubt my powers, I'll be like, okay. You know, like, whatever, you know, like, you know, I'm not on the defensive. I don't care who it is. I'm not gonna be on the defensive. Why would I feel on the defensive? To me, in magic, that's rule number 5. Right? Don't be sarcastic. Don't be on the defensive. Like, always represent. Like, always plant your banner in the ground and start casting. There's no time for you know, self-doubt and shit. You know what I mean? Because if you have self-doubt, like, magic is severe. Magic is severe. If you have self-doubt, you're gonna lose. You know what I mean? You're gonna get cursed. You're gonna get your shit kicked in. You know, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? The spirits are going to be like, man, you a bitch. And they're going to go drink some tea and eat crumpets. You know? You know what I mean? You're going to get left in the dust. You're going to get left in the dust because they're like, you know what? Why are you acting like a bitch? Like, right? Like, even the spirits are going to be like, what the fuck you doing? You know? So I was doubting this guy because I made a couple videos, like, and he answered me back with sarcasm. But this dude is supposed to be like the best magician in the world, and he answered me back with sarcasm. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, is this a magician battle, or am I on MTV or something? Like, what is this? What is this guy doing? So, you know, like, that wasn't a battle. It wasn't a battle at all. There was no contest. He completely destroyed him because he believes in disbelief. And the worst part is, I completely destroyed him because he actually mentioned that he does that to everybody. Like, he's always sarcastic all the time, you know. And I have a hard time believing this guy, you know what I mean? Like, because the thing is, he does look successful. He does look like he got his shit together. But I have a hard time believing it. And I know it's like, it might be my brain that might not function like everybody else, because it's clear to see that he has some form of success. It's clear to see. It's clear as day, man. It's clear as day. But the thing is, his attitude doesn't match his success. If you are at a certain level of success, there is no reason for you to feel sarcastic. There is no reason for you to feel doubtful. There's no reason for you to feel like I'm attacking you. Because the thing is, if you're more successful than me, you can't feel attacked. Your character cannot feel attacked, bro. Like, you already know who you are. You already know you the Don Juan. You already know you the number one. You already know you the chef. You already know you the boss. So if somebody comes at you that is not known to be the boss, that is not known to be the chef, that is not known to be yada yada yada, no sarcasm intended, you know what I mean? No pun intended. But, and you start acting like you're shook. I just shook you, man. Like, you're rattled. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got rattled, bro. Like, so it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? I find it weird. Like, I have my own reasons why I don't believe it. Just go check out the rest of my videos on my channel if you would please do. You know, don't forget to like and subscribe, whatever. I don't care what you do, but, you know, at least subscribe. You know what I mean? Or leave a like. You know, something. I don't know. Leave me something, a little something. You know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. So, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this dude and I'm like, yo, dude, like you can't be serious right now. You're indulging in, because the thing is, you got to keep casting. You know what I mean? Because this ain't like, people think shit has changed. Everybody thinks times has changed. Nothing has changed. We are still in the medieval times. We have not grown out of the medieval times. Everything everywhere at once, like that movie, like that new movie that came out. Everything everywhere at the same time. That's what life is. You know what I mean? You're living in the past and the future in the present. You're living, this is a sentence. I'm not enumerating things. This is not an enumeration. This is a sentence. Listen to what I'm saying. You are living in the past, in the future, in the present, right? You're living in the past, in the future, in the present, right? That's a sentence. I'm not enumerating. So this is actual facts. I'm stating fact. I'm stating something that's factual, right? Like this is right now. This is right now. This is right now, right now, right now, right now. So if you're going to go against another gray magician, you got to keep casting. You got to keep casting spells. You can't just, in the middle of a battle, you stop casting. You know what I mean? Like you got to continuously cast spells. So I'm sitting here and I'm casting spells. I'm casting spells. And he comes at me on some fucking defensive shit. You know what I mean? Like he feels, his character feels attacked and all kinds of, I don't fucking care. You know, I'm here. You're supposed to try and destroy me. Like, I don't care about your life. You know, like, this is a fucking duel, man. Like, I don't care about your fucking life, bro. Like, you know, like, what is you fucking talking about right now? Like, what kind of drugs are you smoking? And the guy says, I do that to everybody. So in my head, I'm like, there's no fucking way this guy's a magician. There's no fucking way this guy's a magician. So I fucking quit. And I tried quitting. I was like, this guy's clearly not a magician, and I'm going to damage him for no apparent reason. So I'm just, you know, I don't care how people look at me. I'm not gonna, he's not there yet. He's not there yet. So I'm just gonna back out. I tried backing out. The guy didn't want me to back out. So we kept fighting and shit. And I completely annihilated him. And, you know, and that was his fucking choice. And I'm still breaking his ass right now. So, like, it's like, that's the difference. I'm affirming things. I'm saying things. It's right now. That's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. It's what I think. It's what I think. It's what, no sarcasm, no defensive. I don't feel like my character is being attacked. I don't care. I'm not going to tell you about my life. I'm not going to start blabbering about, you know, how the way you see me starts to make me feel like I don't care. I don't give a shit, and you're not supposed to give a shit either, you know, unless I come out and say, yo, I feel like this because blah, blah, blah. That's different. You know what I mean? I made the choice to tell you about my life. So that's completely different thing. But if I don't make the choice to tell you about my life, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to randomly just start, you know, being on the defensive. It's my choice. Everything that's going on right now is my choice. I made the decision for that shit to happen. So I'm not in the right to start complaining and feel like somebody's attacking my fucking persona. Nah, you keep fucking casting. You're a spellcaster. You keep fucking casting. You keep fucking affirming. You keep fucking manifesting. You keep fucking going. You keep going. You keep going. You keep going until either one or both of you are destroyed. You know what I mean? You know, period. And if it's too much for you, then you can start blabbering about your fucking feelings and how you feel, and start feeling like you're on the defensive, and you start doubting yourself, and doubt starts to settle in, and you start to settle it, the doubt starts to settle in, you start defending yourself, you start being sarcastic, you indulge in sarcasm, so the other person, oh well, whatever, I guess I'm not as good as you are, I guess you know everything and I know nothing. Nah, you stop immediately, stop it. You know, like, stop, don't do that. Like, you're making me uncomfortable, man. Like, you're making me uncomfortable. Do not indulge in that shit. So sarcasm is not good, because you're gonna make the spirit feel like, well, I gave you all that power for nothing. Why you acting like a bitch for it, nigga? Like like spirits don't like that shit. There's no spirit. I've never met a god or spirit that likes somebody that acts like that gives them sass, that gives his opponent sass. I gave you too much power for you to act sassy with people. Don't act sassy. Affirm yourself. Be present. Live in today. Even if you don't have something that you think you should have, your opponent is not supposed to feel that. Your opponent is supposed to feel that you have everything right now, all the time, and there's no doubt that there's no doubt, nothing. It's just today. Everything is today. Like, you know what I mean? You can't fight an opponent. You can't come at me with lame ass shit like that. So to me, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to judge people. Everybody got their own process. Everybody got their own ways of learning. I just find it hard to believe that a world-class magician would indulge in sarcasm. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I might be wrong. I don't know a bunch of world-class magicians. I know a couple. I know 2 or 3, but I don't know all of them. So, it's just, I just don't see it. And to me, I went to the devil's school of magic, right? So I went to the school of scolomancy. In the school of scolomancy, one of the one of the mandates is to not be sarcastic, because sarcasm is negative. You're bringing it's disbelief, and you don't want, and disbelieving while you're casting is very dangerous. So if you're in the middle of a ritual and you're trying to curse the person that's attacking you, like let's say I'm attacking this guy, he's trying to curse me, don't be sarcastic, like, you know what I mean, like, because you're breaking the spell. You're breaking your own spell by being sarcastic. No, this is it. This is how it's going to be. This is what's going to happen. Yada, yada, yada. And you go back and forth for as long, if your enemy got that kind of stamina, keep going. You know what I mean? Keep going. Don't stop. Like, don't, whatever. You know what I mean? You might get tired. He might win, whatever. But you don't fucking stop. You don't give up in the middle of a fucking ritual. You're calling up all kinds of gods and shit, and they're sitting there, you're making pacts with the devil and stuff, you're signing your name in blood and shit, and then in the middle of the fucking thing, you start acting all defensive and shit, like, you know what I mean, like, I'm seeing you like you're some kind of bitch. Even if that's true, that's not you're not supposed to care that I see you like a bitch. You're not supposed to care. You're not supposed to care. Yeah, I know I'm like helping my enemy right now, but I don't care. I don't care, because I'm a teacher. I don't know why people do the things they do. I don't talk to like a bajillion people. I have people I talk to, and those are the people I talk to, and I like talking to those people, and that's pretty much it. I'm a teacher. And at the end of the day, I rather teach than destroy. I rather teach than maim. You know what I mean? That's my philosophy. I'm a teacher. So even if and to me, call me disrespectful. You know what I mean? I'm always like that. I will teach you things while I'm fighting you. like that's just who I am. I'm a paime. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna beat your ass, but I'm gonna teach you shit at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm not just gonna beat you. Like, fighting me, you're gonna learn things at least, versus fighting somebody else, because there's some people that you're gonna fight and you don't know why the fight just happened. You know what I mean? Like, you have no idea why you're in this scuffle right now. You know what I mean? Like, everything looks stupid. Me, I'll teach you. I'll tell you why this is happening. I'll make you understand how this is happening. I'll tell you things. Like, I'll teach you things. As of somebody that picked up a trick off the side of the road, no pun intended, no offense meant, that picked up a trick on the side of the road, and he's like, and he can't really say how he did it, because even he don't understand how that shit functions. He don't understand how that shit functions. All he knows is when he presses this button, this happens. How can you, come on, man, like, the heck out of here with that nonsense. So, don't indulge in sarcasm. Sarcasm retention will make you a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, no matter what the situation. No matter if you're trying to use laws of attraction, accentuate yourself. as I always say, accentuate yourself. If you're using laws of attraction, accentuate yourself. Always affirm, always affirm, always confirm and affirm. If you're doing magic, don't indulge in sarcasm, especially while you're inside of a ritual, because the ritual doesn't stop once you did the ritual. The ritual goes on days later. You know what I mean? Like 2-3 days later, you're still inside the shit. You know what I mean? It didn't stop. You know what I mean? Like the energy is still swirling and shit 2 days later. So don't start being sarcastic with people. Don't start being on the defensive. Why are you on the defensive? You got God mode powers right now. So why you feeling defensive? Like this makes no sense. You know what I mean? You're disrespecting me. You're disrespecting the spirit that you're working with, and you're disrespecting yourself. You're disrespecting yourself because you're kind of like, you don't even believe that you're that much the shit, right? You don't believe that you're the shit. You believe that, oh, I ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. That's basically what you're saying, right? When you're being sarcastic at a time like that, you're basically saying like, oh, well, I'm not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Or you believe that you might be that big of a deal, but there's a slight notion of you not being that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Because you wouldn't be sarcastic. You would just say, I'm that nigga. I'm that naga. You know what I mean? I am that naga right there. So that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? Even if it's not true, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And even if it's not true, it does not matter. It does not matter. Even if you're not that naga, it doesn't matter. Just affirm that shit. Just affirm it. You'd be surprised. And of course you're gonna lose against certain people, because certain people are really that naga, right? So it's just a loss. It's just a loss. It's not a big deal. Nobody here never had a loss, all right? Okay, it's only in boxing that you can live your life, your entire career, with 0 losses. In real life, people take L's all the time. All right, if people was keeping a scorecard about win and losses in real life, it would be 300 wins, 600 losses. You know what I mean, bro? And I don't know, 100 draws. You know what I mean? And a couple of TKOs, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's what real life. That's like a real life scorecard would look like 300 wins, 1,000 losses. You know what I mean? That's what. So it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. Just stay on your lane, stay in your road. Don't be sarcastic. You can be sarcastic all the time. Sometimes you can relapse. It's kind of funny. It's even funnier when you relapse, actually, because you know why you relapse, and you tried to, I tried, man. It's just, so, it's okay. Don't beat yourself over the head because you relapse into sarcasm and shit like that. It's not a big deal. But when you're capable of just being everywhere all the time at the same time, like the movie, like the Netflix special, you know what I mean? No pun intended. I'm not trying to make no commercials. I don't even know what the fuck the movie's about. It's probably about the same shit that I'm talking about all the time on my channel. I'm pretty sure it is because I saw the commercial, but whatever. Affirm yourself all the time. Everything right now, all the time. It's just today. You know what I mean? You're not rich later. You're not rich in the future. You're rich right now. You're not a powerful magician tomorrow. You're not a powerful magician yesterday. You're a powerful magician right now. You know what I mean? You're not surrounded by women tomorrow. You're not surrounded by women yesterday. You're surrounded by women right now. Everything is right now. Right now. All the time. But it depends, because you can take a break from manifesting, man. You don't have to manifest all the time. First of all, if you're trying to manifest something, you got to learn how to let it go. So that's number one, right? And then you don't have to manifest anything, period. So, but for your own sake, please don't indulge in sarcasm. Not just because you're trying to be polite, because some people find sarcasm impolite. Not just because you're trying to be impolite, but do it for yourself. Because You don't have to doubt yourself. There's no reason for you. Maybe there's some reasons for you to doubt yourself, but no one needs to know that. Like, no one needs to know that you have reasons to doubt yourself. So don't doubt yourself. Just try to be the best that you can be. You know what I mean? All the time. Just try to be the best that you can be, and that's it. That's all you can do. It's all you can do. Just try to be the best that you can be, and yada yada yada. Everything is gonna fall in place. So, sarcasm retention challenge, 30-day challenge without sarcasm. You know what I mean? Defeat your sarcasm addiction. I know it's rampant in society. Kids are doing it. I said that on purpose. See, right now I'm being sarcastic. So, that's not good. But, as for the sake of the video, I'm a little bit of a comedian, So kids are doing it, adults are doing it, everybody's doing it, man. So, like, just try the 30-day challenge. You're going to feel more powerful. Just like the semen retention. You're going to feel more powerful. You're going to manifest stronger, man. You're going to manifest stronger. And I could keep going. I could keep going about how all that shit is going to change, but I'm not going to, because I have a book coming out, and you're going to read it, and you're going to understand the power of your voice. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff, likes, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.